everybody, it's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, and I wanted to do an update video on the little memory album that I'm working on. And I got a little bit of stuff done to it, and I had to make a couple of changes because as I was adding little elements to the album, and I tried to keep everything fairly low profile, but you know how it goes. Anyway, as you can see here, it is already filled fairly thick, and this kind of album doesn't really leave a lot of room for, expanding. So I had to be very careful with it, and I thought I had been. But when I went to close it up last night, I discovered that it was pretty thick and the flap wasn't flapping the way it was supposed to. So I had to make a couple of modifications to it, and anyway, I'm nearly finished with it, and I hope that it is acceptable. I hope that you guys think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I hope that the recipient loves it. So let me just go ahead and give you a quick tour, okay? I put the ribbon on here because let's face it, with the attachment here being already kind of at its limit, when the recipient goes to put pictures and things in, it might expand just a little bit more than the magnets are willing to hold. And so the ribbon is on there not only for decoration, but also for, the purpose of holding it closed. Thanks. Hey, thanks, Wiegand. How are you? Thanks for joining me. I see folks are coming in. Hello, hello. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, okay? Hey, Donna, how are you? Nice to see you from Ontario. Okay, so it's a bit chilly here in East Tennessee. Is it cold in Ontario right now? I expect it probably is. Okay, so this album is chipboard siding. As you can see, it doesn't leave a lot of room for expanding, as I mentioned. And you can see that the binding already, it pops loose real easy. It has magnets under here and here that hold it together. And it does clip with the magnets currently, but boy, just a little bit of pressure and you could see there it pops. So the ribbon is there for decoration and to hold it when the recipient puts more things inside. Okay, I'm going to move the ribbon off to the side here, and let's just go ahead and take a look. So we have, I love this here. There's a spot for them to put a couple of 4x6 photos. Of course, they could put, multiple photos or whatever they want to do there. But I just give them an idea because the recipient isn't necessarily crafty types. They're younger. They might want to just, paste pictures in without having to do a whole lot of thinking or effort to it. This piece here, initially, I was going to put a picture here and use this as a template. And then I decided, with the pictures here, they may want to use this as a journaling spot. So I'm going to put a little sticky note in here with it that just says what they can use it for. And then once they decide to glue this piece to this piece, and this is actually a really pretty little window thing that opens up, and it's just a fun little element to add, and I thought it looked really cute with that. Oh, good gravy. It's 40 degrees there. Whew. That's a little bit chilly. I do like the sunny part. It's sunny here too. I'm not sure if the temperature is let's see if I can find what ours is. Actually, ours says that it's 37 degrees right now, but I don't know that that's true. I think my watch may need to be updated, but oh, there it goes. It says 41. So we're fairly similar, which is odd. But I think we're supposed to get to somewhere around 60 today, and that's that's a bit right at the comfortable side for me. All right, so this album is really cute. It has a lot of flips and folds, which is absolutely wonderful. I do love that about it. So when we flip this open, this piece is purposefully left blank because I want this to hold their wedding invitation. So I've got to put a little clear panel in here like a sleeve so that they can put the invitation in, because the invitation has their wedding information on one side and it has their reception information on the other side. And I want them to be able to open it up and see it. So that's why that's blank. And then I've got to pull it over just a little bit here. We've got spots for them to put photos, little details about the photo, or they could, of course, put another photo there. A couple of just cute little ephemera bits. These right here are little pockets for them to put a couple of their photos. And then we flip it open to this side and you get a mirror image of it. You've got lots of little journaling bars here. Those are super cute. And I love the way this looks. If you bring this panel down, isn't that just beautiful? I love that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and close this part back up. Bring you over again. Okay, now this one has the little belly band here. We've got a couple of 5x7 photo mats. This piece here, just a little journaling bar. This is a little magnetic like bookmark, and meant to just be able to hold things in just like that, and it brings that decorative element, so that's super cute. Oh, you've got a lot of scrapbooking to do, finishing up some books. Well, this weather is perfect for that, isn't it, my friend? Okay, and then this piece is really cool because it's got magnets, and there's magnets here too. So it's kind of like a little holder that holds those flaps closed. So you can just pull it off that way. But another way that you can lift it off is just to peel it this way, and it's held on to this side, which is really cute. And then in here, we've got a couple of 4x6 photos, and they're both just kind of tucked. Even this one is tucked right up here under the edge. And then the two little hearts there, super stinking cute for journaling or whatever they want to put. I thought that was adorable. Okay, so there's that one. And then there's a pocket here that has an insert. Now, this one I didn't do anything at all with because I thought that they would be able to use this one. Like I said, they're a young couple, and they do a lot of the selfies and things like that when they go on adventures. And, they use the little photo printer thing. So I thought this would be a perfect place for them to put just collages of all of their little adventures and stuff. So that's why I left that one blank for them. I didn't want it to have a whole lot of structure as far as what they could put where. I really wanted them to be able to make it their own. So I didn't put a whole lot of restriction on things. And that's why you're seeing things are fairly simple and easy, because I'm trying to, emulate what the couples kind of their likes are, and they're just really easy, go with the flow, simple kind of fun type. So I really wanted them to be able to have that in their album. Okay, now these ones here, you can see mirror images of each other again, and plenty of room for the photos, and of course those little selfie snapshot type photos there. And then these are magnetic also, and they open up to make this display here. So again, lots of room for photos. Of course, 4x6, because that's just a standard print, at Walgreens or Walmart or any of the photo processing things online. There's a 3x5, which of course they could do a 3x5 photo, or, a couple of their little small snapshots, whatever they want to do. And then a couple of cute little tags. I'm telling you, I'm in love with these tags. They are they are just so darn cute. I love them. Little decorative elements there, and then a big card here again for the little snapshots. And journaling too, if they want to do some journaling there. And then on this side, another couple of 4x6 photos. Um, and then this page, I actually had to do modifications on. So if you go back and you look at my first video on this, I had done a flip through when I had just all of the elements and the basic pages covered. And right here were, let's see here. I'm going to bring them in to you, but I had to cut them out and I'm so sad about it, but they went like this. And this page was on both sides, and I was able to peel this one without damaging it, but this one, it's a casualty of war, so to speak. But it was right here like this, and this is what it would have looked like with this section here. And these open up like this, and it left that, which was brilliant, and I love it. And these things here, they have room for 4x6, 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 another, and another. So, 2, 4, 6 photos easily, if not two on each panel. And I loved the idea of the flaps and everything else, but look at how much thickness just those two things add to the album. It was a lot too much. And by putting these in, when I went to close the album, the magnets wouldn't even touch. And the flap, it was just held open, and I did not like it. So, in trying to figure out how to adjust the album, since I had already put it together, that was the thing that had to go, unfortunately. So, it is what it is. It's totally fine, and it turned out all right, but I am kind of sad that I couldn't keep those in there. If I were to do this particular album style again, I would definitely increase the width of the spine to accommodate those flaps and folds and any photos that were to come into the album, because we don't even have photos in here, and they're going to add a good thickness to it as well. Okay, and then this right here, I actually am probably going to take out also. I hate the idea of doing that, but I think I'm going to take it out because, again, I'm already kind of at max capacity for this album, and they don't even have their photos in here. But this is a really, really cool element as well. And I just think that it might cause a little bit of confusion for them because it's actually a slider element. So it's made, you can see that little strip right there. It's made to stay inside the pocket, but just pull out, and then it flaps open. And it's an incredible little element there. But again, for people that are not really, not really the scrapbooking knowledgeable, I think that probably what's going to happen is it might just get pulled right out anyway. And if I were to take it out, there's another pocket right here. But if I were to take it out, then I could, in theory, just put a couple of just straight panels for them to add pictures to and tuck in. And that would take another little bit of thickness out of the album. So I may go ahead and do that right quick. Okay, and then the last section here is so much fun. Initially, when I put these little elements in, I had said, well, I don't know if that's where they're going to stay. I was just making them and tucking them, but I like it, and so I left it. But there's a 5x7 mat here, and the cute little envelope with a note they can write, super cute. Maybe they can write a wish for their 1-year anniversary or something. That'd be so cute. And then this little book is just a fun little element. I actually could take that out too. I mean, it only marginally matches the album. Um, and it's just adding a little extra, but it looks really cute and helps it look finished. So, I kind of like that. And then this right here, super fun. Of course, there's 3 little tags here they can use for journaling or whatever they'd like. Oh, what is that little fuzzy? Hold on, I got a little fuzzy in there. Come here. There we go. All right. And this is a little flap that holds a cascade. So we really like that. Plenty of room for them to put pictures. But imagine if they put pictures on both sides of that, this bugger is going to get thick real fast, isn't it? So I need to be careful about all the added thickness to this album. But as you can see, it is just beautiful and also right at the edge of what the magnets can manage. So it's literally just already about as thick as it can possibly stand. So again, that is why, in addition to decorating the front of it, of course, the ribbon does double duty there. So, what do you guys think? I hope that you guys like it. I actually have their name on this side, but I'm not going to show that because, they haven't seen the album yet. But anyway, I hope you guys like it. I wanted to do a quick little video. Kind of a follow up to the first one with the elements in it and everything so you guys could see it. And it's about to be going to its forever home here real soon. So I've got to get it finished up and get all the finishing touches done, get it wrapped up and ready to go. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this morning, actually. I almost said this evening. Normally I do my live streams on evening time, but thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for just a little bit this Saturday morning. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.